Alrighty, here we go. Well, hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. I am really glad that you're here because we're going to have a tremendous live stream. Super excited to have you here today. Welcome. Let me do this. I think that looks pretty good. So here's what's up. You're here watching on the replay. You're here live with me right now because you're passionate about video, because you're passionate about your ability to take a video, to create a message, and share it with the world. And I want to let you know that you can absolutely succeed. You can make that happen. TubeBuddy can help you to do that, but more important, just really paying attention to best practices, to paying attention to how other creators are doing it, and believing. Why did Siri just turn on? And believing that you can is really how you want to get started to make that happen. It is great to see so many of you here in the chat right now. Shannon Vlogs, what is going on? Andrew, thank you so much for having the controls and whatnot. Man, the colors are all funny. I haven't live streamed in a while because I've been so dedicated to making videos that connect with my audience. It's been going great. We're creeping up for my channel, creeping up on 50,000 subscribers. And I talked with Andrew today about the live stream, actually a few days ago. And he was like, hey, what kind of subjects should we do? What kind of topics should we cover? And I thought, let's just keep it really simple. Let's open it up to Q&A. Let me field some questions from you. And that's what we're going to do today. And yes, I do. I'm a little bit of a cold. I went to Vid Summit, hung out with so many amazing people. It was really fantastic. And I want to let you know right now that we're going to cover those questions. So Andrew is going to share. In fact, I think, hey, go subscribe to Brian G. Johnson, according to Andrew. So that's pretty cool. But let's do this. Andrew's going to share a document right now in this live stream. If you're here now and you've got a question, do this. Really think about, how can I condense this question down to a few sentences, make it easy for me to understand, and I'll provide you with feedback to help you move forward and succeed here on YouTube. And anybody can succeed. Doesn't matter if you're filming on a phone, doesn't matter if you're a gamer, if the game you play is incredibly saturated, doesn't matter. As well as you're passionate enough, you're willing to commit, and you consistently upload videos with the aim of improving. So that is what's going on. Before we jump in, let's do this. I'm going to move a few things around on the desktop. And yeah, like I was saying, definitely recovering from Vid Summit, and I do have a bit of a cold, which is a bummer, but that just kind of happens, a lot of energy. Your free trial has ended. A lot of energy goes out at these conferences, but boy, are they ever a blast. And yes, I'm on screen. That's good. It's not my before we do this, let's test all the buttons. Okay, that seems to work pretty good. So does that make sense? What we're going to do today, guys, is we're simply going to do Q&A. If you've got questions about growing an audience, not a channel, one of the things I want to share with you right now is the fastest way to get results is to focus on what's most important, and that's the audience, the group of people you want to draw to your channel. Don't think of your channel as like, how can I grow my channel? It's not about like the right soil or miracle grow, or if you build a foundation. It's about connecting with the right amount of people. The right people, I should say. So good to see. Hey, British Cook is in the house. Pam is here. Welcome, Pam. Good to see you. I think Danielle. Yep, there's Danielle in the chat as well. Kathy's here. Paul Peck is here. Lots of amazing people from our community. Big shout out to Paul Peck. I think Paul just crossed over 30,000 subscribers. That just goes to show you that yes, anyone you can, no matter what, you can grow. And I'm trying to maybe we just do this. Oh, I know. I haven't done this and actually we'll just do that. That's what we'll do. There's the chat. I haven't done this in so long. I've been so dedicated to videos and whatnot. Okay, so let me do this. I have this questionnaire here. I'm going to go to, this is question number 1. And this comes in from Saro. Good to see you, Saro. I hope you're here. Hey, Eileen, good to see you. Jima, Lolly is also in the house. Welcome, everyone. Great to have you here. Do me a favor real quick. Share this out with your friends. We're going to get into it. So Saro's got a great question. Saro's got a wonderful channel on dogs and taking care of your dogs, training yourself to take care of your dogs better. And he says, how can I get my small channel, my community with that channel engaged in my content? So I'm going to drop right now 2 parts to this question. Number 1, we're simply going to address how can we get more people engaged in the channel, right? And the way we're going to do that is, first I'm going to blow up the chat a little bit. There we go. All right, a little bit bigger on the size of the questions. So how can you get your community of people engaged in your channel? And this, by the way, this works for any channel, not just Saro's. The first thing you want to do is ask a question. When you make videos, ask people to give you feedback, to answer a question. Like, I've covered this a few times, twice in my videos, and both times I've given the example of, what's your favorite ice cream? Do you like vanilla or chocolate? It's a really, really simple question. And when you ask one simple question with with already an answer pre-described or designated, right? Do you like chocolate or do you like vanilla? It's really easy for everyone in the community, for all the viewers to answer. So that's what you want to do. You want to lead with a really simple question that people can ask, address, and answer and whatnot. And when you do that, you will get comments and you will get feedback. This is, Saro, this is really my feedback to you on where you're at. Understand that the percentage of individuals that engage is very, very low. So typically speaking, if you get 1,000 views on a video, you might get like 100 comments. So it's bring people in to get them to comment and so on. The biggest thing you can do to succeed, Saro, is to focus on the most important elements with publishing videos that connect with the viewers. The biggest way you can get people to answer a question is when you publish the video that they're dying to know the answer to. And this goes back to keyword research. And again, the word audience over channel. When you think about who is the audience that's going to connect with what I have to share, and what are they really excited to learn about, to hear about. And when you start creating those videos and you ask people questions in the video, you're going to do really great with gaining some engagement, with creating conversation on your channel. So that's what I would think about. And I'm just going to move this a little bit. I don't like that green light. I'm going to be honest, but I flipped it on and I'm like, it's still green. So how do you like that? All right, so there's question number 1. And I want to remind everyone the best way, if you've got a question, I saw a few questions happening as I was answering that. And of course, I can't talk and answer and read questions. If you've got a question here today, Andrew's going to share a link to a Google Doc. Make sure you get your question in on the Google Doc because that's where I'm fielding these questions. Right now, we've got 14 questions in the hopper, right? And we've got 50 minutes to go. So there you go. Hey, wee Bob, good to see you. Stacy, welcome. Drew, again, British Cook, good to have you here in the live stream. Eileen, what is going on? Good to see you. Black Sheep is in the house. Our next question comes from Josephine, longtime community member. Great to have you here. Josephine says, is it true that it's better to add metadata while a video is uploading rather than adding metadata later? And here's what's up. That has no impact at all forever. And the reason why is simple. There's no way that the folks at YouTube are going to craft an algorithm, right, that's going to reward when you add the video title, when you add your video description, aka the metadata. That's not what's important to YouTube because it's not what's important to the viewers. The audience, again, going back to the audience, the most important thing is that you create content that resonates with the viewers. One of the things I was thinking before we got started on this live stream, hang with me, this is powerful, is to really address what's most important when trying to craft a YouTube channel that resonates with that audience. If you want an active audience, a growing audience, if you want the brand deals or the views, whatever you want, it starts with the audience, and you want to identify what's most important. And I promise you, when you add your metadata, that ain't it. Make great content focused around specific questions, focused around specific topics that the audience is interested in. Poof! Things are going to get mighty exciting. I guarantee it. Hey, Craft Beer, what is going on? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Brian G, and it's great to have you here. I help people let go of hoping to grow a channel, of hoping to connect with that audience, but deciding it shall be, staking their claim and amplifying their message. That's what I'm all about. Super excited to be connected with the great people at TubeBuddy, kind of helping you share some ideas on how you can move forward and make it happen for your channel. Dan Norton in the house. Dude, way to hold. See, I can't. If I do this, 84 people watching now. It's pretty good. Excellent. Now let's slide this over here. Alrighty. So there you have it. We're doing Q&A today. How percent of the YouTubers out there, but how to publish something that matters to people. That's what we're talking about. If you're digging this live stream, hit the like button for me. Let us know. And if you don't, well, give us a thumbs down. But I'm not sure why you're still here. I mean, if you don't like it, just move on with your life. But call me crazy. That's just me. Let's head on to the next question here. This is question number 3. People on the Movies says, we're trying to build a community, but nobody is watching. I'm giving them free content. Why is it that nobody is joining? I'm so frustrated. Here's what's up. Number 1, the biggest hurdle for YouTubers today is expectations. Having these ideas in your head of what it's going to be like before you've done the thing is really a recipe for disaster. Thinking, I should have this many subscribers, or my videos are better than that creator, which we all do it, right? I've done it. I've been there. I'm human. I'm guilty. Daniel Battelle, I am not crazy. I'm Brian G, you dig? And, like when you have those expectations, it really sets yourself up for failure, because you're never going to be able to meet those expectations. Thumbs up, like, you know what I'm talking about. So the biggest thing I can say is to strive to identify the weak link, the 1 weak link of your video. And we all got them. Your ability to communicate on camera, your audio, the backdrop, the lighting, your engagement, how you can tell a story, your thumbnail, your title, how compelling you are on camera. Take a minute and let go of this compare game, because it is a rut, right? But instead, if you can just say, hey, there's probably something I can improve on the video I published yesterday. Today, my goal is to watch the video I published yesterday. By the way, yesterday is always that away. And to say, hey, where's that weak link? Some people are mentioning pineapple juice. I think that was an inside joke from the live stream at Vid Summit. I think that's what is up with that. But when you do that, when you start asking yourself, what can I improve? And then the next video you publish, you seek to improve that, and you continue to publish, I guarantee you that you will go far and you will achieve the success here on YouTube that you desire. It's the path less traveled. It's the path that most YouTubers don't take because they're always thinking about, why don't I have this and that? You know, and the other thing is, think about this. When you're comparing yourself to other channels, do yourself a favor and just say stop. And like let go of that idea. Then go back to that channel and look how many videos they've published. And look how long they've been doing it. And ask yourself, have I published that many videos? Have I been at it for that length of time? And almost always the answer is no. These are some ideas you might want to consider as you move forward. Okay, my friend? I hate that you're struggling, and I've been there. And the other thing, I want to touch on this one last time. You know, there comes a point in time where you got to be cool with who you are, what it is you do, the value you deliver to the world. And just because David Bowie outsold Iggy Pop doesn't mean that there's not value in both musical artists. In fact, one of David Bowie's biggest songs was China Girl. And China Girl was written by Iggy Pop. Now, if you're not a rock and roll person, this doesn't mean anything to you, but just know this, you've got value to add. Practice delivering that value. Practice delivering your video message. And again, you'll go far, I promise. That's how today's going to go down. I'm feeling pretty pumped up. Okay? I'm here to tell you. 40 thumbs up. Is that it? Are you kidding? 40? That's 40. I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing my job. I'm here. I'm pushing hard, people. Now I'm going to check back in a few minutes. And if we don't have at least 52, we failed. We failed miserably. How can I make the most out of the new Creator Studio? Eileen, the thing you can do is you can do this. If you want to make the most out of the new Creator Studio, let's do this. We got a lot of tech happening here. This is my desktop, okay? Eileen, this is what you're going to do. First, step number 1, okay? This is exciting, is you're going to go to YouTube. Just like this. Next, I want you to type in YouTube Analytics. Just like that. You see that search term right there? Hang on. Beta, YouTube Analytics Explained. You're going to watch this video that, again, happens to rank number 3. So that just is proof in the pudding. Pay attention to that video. Watch that video. It breaks down how you can rock YouTube Studio. And that's how you're going to do it. So watch that video. Okay. We're moving on now. We've got 15 questions, so that's pretty cool. Someone said 56. Do we have 56? 57. Thank goodness. I don't have to jump around like a crazy person to stupid human tricks to drive up the number of likes. Let's address the next question here. There are the fancy buttons. There's a lot happening here. And 4. This comes from Matt. What's the best method to push your videos before being picked up by search? The very best method that you can do is to come to the realization that the best method is search. The best method is internal YouTube promotion. All of the views that take place on YouTube, the very best thing you can do is to properly identify how to create a powerful title and then a powerful thumbnail. So that's 2 things. And really, let's do 3. Identify a search term you want to target for. Begin your video title with that search term. That's number 2. And then create a thumbnail that really speaks to that person looking for that thing. When you do that, you will start to drive views. Group here. This is the Tube Ritual group. There are over 9,915 members here. Again, that's a lot of people that my group does. So I share videos in here all the time. Like, check this out. Like, you'll probably see, where's one of my videos? It's not popping up here. So here, someone shared one of my videos. 9,000 people, and yet Google drives 15 times more views than the Facebook group. And here's why. People come to Google and they type in things like YouTube tags. And then what do you think happens? Well, you see that video right there? So Daryl leaves. That Daryl has, how many subscribers does Daryl have now? Half a million? 500,000, 400, let's say he's got 400,000 subscribers. Well, I have a tenth of that, and yet there's my video. And because I pay attention to titles, tags, and thumbnails, like I just mentioned, well, there's my video, and that is the best way you can increase your views. Does that make sense? Does that help? I hope so. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, is really pay attention to the topic, the title you create, and then to craft a thumbnail that really grabs people's attention. And when you do that, you will increase your views dramatically. Let's continue taking questions. Actually, let's do this. I've been preparing for this. Okay, that went down pretty good. Now, I had to cough there, but hopefully you didn't hear it. Did you hear it? Let me know. The thumbnail and the tags. Really, I would say the title, mono. Click on this button right here. Paul says, no cough, no cough. There you go. That's just, I'm trying to keep it professional here. I hope you can appreciate just how professional this stream is. Let's carry on, shall we? We've got question. This looks like question number 5, so we're making progress. We're 25 minutes in. Great to have you here if you're new to the channel. This is the TubeBuddy channel. Fantastic plugin that allows you to do a lot of great things like research your titles, research your topics, identify keyword phrases to put in the title like we just talked about. You can create thumbnails with TubeBuddy. You can split test the thumbnails. Amazing plugin. Really cool stuff. Hey, Beanie Draws, welcome. Good to have you on board. We're doing a Q&A today, Beanie. It's great to have you here. Lily Tree, what is going on? This is question number 5 from Sensational Life. Really like the channel name. Easy to understand, fun, a little bit different, fantastic. Sensational Life. Wonderful. I got sick and couldn't post for a few months. How do I come back and rebuild trust with my audience? You keep it real. You say, hey, you know what? I got sick. I had to take care of life. I am here. I'm excited to be here. And you repeat and you show up, and some of those people will engage with you. Here's what I want to share. Really important. Super important. Understand that some of those people might have moved on from YouTube. Maybe your videos are about a certain topic, or maybe they just moved on completely from YouTube. They're no longer really excited about YouTube. They're not watching videos. So do your best not to take it personally where your channel's at. Instead, again, focus on the videos you're going to... Dang nabbit. I got a cough too. I got a cold. I got a cough. We're pressing through today. So do your best to carry forward, to publish those videos, and you will rebuild. I've done it myself. I took off an entire month, about 7 or 8 months into my YouTube channel, and I did fine. I came back stronger, and one of the things to consider, I'll just throw this in and we'll move on to the next question, is that oftentimes when we take a break, it gives our mind an opportunity to identify what's working, what's not working, what we can improve on, a potential new direction, and so on. So really think about that as we move forward, because sooner or later, you're going to have to take a break too. It happens. Hey, Heidi, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. We're doing Q&A here today. Andrew's got a fancy link that allows anybody to drop in a question. Feel free to drop in your question. And let's move on to question number 6. And this comes from Vegard. Hey, Vegard, great to see you, my friend. Vegard, loved the video that you just published. For those of you that haven't checked out Vegard's channel, check out his channel and check out his last video. And if you want a shout out, listen closely. The more you ask for shout outs, the less likely YouTubers want to give them away. Because it's kind of like you're busting the door down to our house. You're being rude and you're not really getting to know people. But if you participate, if you hang out, we will be more than excited to mention your channel when you publish a cool video, which kind of goes back to the other saying I was saying a minute ago. When you focus on publishing an awesome video, that's how you're going to grow, always. So really think about that. Okay. This is really, really, really a great question. I love this question, Vegard. Vegard says, what should I do? I'm feeling really overwhelmed by so many tips and tactics and strategies. Have you ever felt that? I know I can get really, really overwhelmed with the sheer amount of information available. So much, in fact, that I kind of came up with a process that allowed me to move forward and get past that. And the process is kind of like this. Remember earlier I talked about identifying one thing? Well, I've always got a thing. Right now, I'm really vested in thumbnails because new information just came out and I didn't have access to that earlier, so I have something new I can learn and focus on. So everything else doesn't matter to me. It sounds weird, right? But check this out. If I really focus on thumbnails, I'm going to get better at thumbnails. If I read about thumbnails and then I implement and I take action, if I focus on one thing at a time and I don't move forward until I know I've made progress, then it's easier to really learn and not just hear the information, but internalize it and be able to implement it in a way that helps me grow my channel. And I've done that now for about 2.5 years. I started with bad audio, bad editing, bad camera work, bad white backgrounds. I had a white background when I started. It was pink. And all I did is I said, hey, the video you published yesterday, what's the weak link? And we're revisiting the same concept because it's so powerful. And for me, Vegard, that's the best way to move forward, is to really focus on one thing at a time and not to move forward until I get a handle on it. And this is weird, but I care more about everybody here and their success rather than mine. Maybe instead of just watching all the videos, seek out videos that you're focused on around thumbnails or so on. Does that make sense? I hope so. Great question, by the way. Now, so let's just see here. Oh, there it is, 63. 63 likes. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the likes. Patty says, YouTube baby steps. Yes, Patty, that is absolutely correct. You know what's really exciting is baby steps, they turn into big steps. They turn into big progress when you start stacking them on top of each other. All of a sudden, before you know it, the editing's better, the audio's better, the background looks cooler, your delivery on camera is better. Because you broke things down one thing at a time. And we're moving on to question number 7. Hey, if you've got a question, jump in here now because and now they want me to No, I don't want to upgrade. Dang it. No, go away. If you've got a question, Andrew has a document. Drop your question in the document and I'll get to it. We're going to go kind of rapid fire. We're going to try to get through about like 5 or 6 of these really quick. What is your channel name? Ah, okay. This person has dyslexia, just like me. Awesome. The channel name is the question, and the question is the channel name. Awesome. Ginthian Shield. I love this way of submitting questions. It seems so much smoother. Do you use this method on your channel? By the way, I dig with. Okay, Ginthian Shield doesn't really have a question. I might use this method in the future for my live streams. I pretty much just kind of choose a question from the chat and just roll with it. That seems to work pretty good too. But Ginthian Shield, I appreciate your question, and I'm glad that you're hanging out on the TubeBuddy stream. Awesome. And our next question. What's your channel name? I'm growing up on YouTube. Okay. And it's funny here. The channel name is The Dudes. I'm growing up on YouTube, but not by the stuff you told me, Brian G. Why do all of you experts not actually help anyone but yourself? Well, I find that interesting. We're just going to move on. Really, dude? I think you got to check yourself, The Dudes. Some people, you just can't please them. Okay, software architect is the next question up here. What's coming next with TubeBuddy? What kind of features can we expect? Well, that's not for me to determine or reveal what's coming next, but I'll tell you what. There are a lot of new things that TubeBuddy is absolutely working on, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully we can get a good question here. Oh, okay. This is absolutely a good question. The question comes from Iceman Plays. And the question is, sorry for asking another question. Actually, you're saving me, so thank you. Because the last few questions, they weren't even questions and they were sucky. So thank you for that. How do I make good content? I really love the channel, by the way. Well, thank you. TubeBuddy, amazing channel. Brian G. Johnson. Who knows which one, but 2 cool channels. The very best way to make great content is, number 1, to ask that question. So you're already on your way to making great content. Just by asking that question, hey, how can I make great content? And I want you to do this. When you set out to make a video, really tell yourself, I'm going to make the very best video I've ever made. That's step number 1. You're committing to yourself that you're going to make a damn fine video from the onset. And number 2, then give yourself twice the time that you normally take. If you normally make a video in, say, 3 or 4 hours, work on one video for twice as long. So that would be like 8 to 10 hours. And when you really focus on these things, it will help you to move forward. One of the best ways to make a great video, and I noticed your channel name ended with plays, so you're probably a gamer like me. Right now I'm playing Call of Duty Blackout, and I'm horrible, but that's okay because I know I can get better in the future. And one of the things that you can do is to really focus in research the channels that are huge. What are they doing different from what you're doing? Like, as a gamer, I watch a lot of Jack Frags. And if you look at the Jack Frags channel, you'll notice he's got a really strong voiceover. He does a great review of a game and takes you through the entire game, sharing different parts. Or he tells you a story about a game. Or he tells you a story about the gaming industry. These are the parts you really want to focus and master. Another thing that you can do to dramatically improve your videos is to spend a lot of time learning to edit. And think about this. Instead of doing a let's play where you sit there and you record your video screen for 5 hours, capture video footage, the very best footage. When something awesome happens, hit that button that like records the last minute. That's built into the NVIDIA gaming cards. You can literally, you press a button and it records the last minute. And what I would suggest is take all the highlights, the very best moments of your game, and then edit them together into something awesome. And if you do that, you'll do very, very well. Okay? Awesome. And that was question number 10. And I saw, who was it? I think it was Jeff. Did I see Jeff? Yeah, Jeff. Repeating keywords in the title. No, you don't have to do that. Absolutely will not help you one bit at all. Because the most important thing, and by the way, if you're watching and your name isn't Jeff, but if you want more views, listen. Okay, what we're talking about is keywords in the title. Again, remember earlier we talked about step number 1 is start with a topic. Let's say I mentioned Call of Duty Blackout. That's a keyword phrase. People are searching for Call of Duty Blackout. Identify one keyword phrase and simply start your video title with that phrase. But repeating the keyword phrase again isn't going to really help you much. The algorithm kind of knows you're trying to game them. And furthermore, the most important thing are things like how often people are clicking on your thumbnail, audience retention, and the watch time associated with your video. So what you want to do, Jeff, and here's what's up. I've been paying attention to your channel. You're doing much better with your titles. Stick with the format. You got it down, brother. Start the title with the keyword phrase, end the title with a compelling element. Okay, when you do that, you'll do great. And then put all your energy into keeping people watching your video. That's the edit of your video. That's your delivery on camera. Focus on that. That's the most important thing. Right behind would be clicks to your thumbnail. I would say that's probably like number 2. So those are the things to focus on. All right, so we got 17 questions. This is fantastic. Clearly, I'm going to increase my cadence here to get through all those questions. Let's do this. Channel name, Andreas. I only have 27 videos up, but 100% of the traffic is coming from the UK. Will I reach across the pond? Will reach improve across the pond? Yes. What I would say is this often happens where YouTube kind of consolidates the views based on where the YouTuber is out of. Now, if you've got a channel that's focused on travel and you're focused on the UK, then it might make sense that you're kind of limited to that space. But over time, your reach will definitely improve. And again, I think the best thing to do is to focus on improving things like audience retention and so on, and you will grow and you will break out of that UK demographic that you're currently driving views with and so on. And question number 12. This is a great question. Sugar and Spies says, have you ever made a video that you haven't published? I'm not sure about this collab I did, and I don't want to let them down. You know, one of the things that I learned is that I have to be cool with the content I publish before anybody else. And oftentimes I will publish something that might be subpar, but there's definitely a line in the sand. In other words, I might publish a video that I'm not 100% on. But if I ask myself, is it okay? Is it pretty solid? Is the information pretty good? Is there some entertainment value there? Is there some type of value there associated with the video? And if the answer is yes, I publish. Now, sometimes that means I publish something that's not perfect, but if I feel it's just not going to work out, then I will back out. And I asked someone to collab with me. And I came to this realization about this collab, and they did some work. They filmed some videos. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's not going to work out. And I felt bad. But at the end of the day, if I can't satisfy my audience, if it's not working for my audience, if they don't enjoy my videos, then I can't help grow someone else's channel. I can't shout out other YouTubers, and I can't achieve the success I want. Don't play second fiddle to someone else's wants and needs. Yours comes first, and it's okay to say no. That's kind of how I feel, and it might be a sucky thing to do, but if you go against your own internal feelings, you're just letting yourself down in the long term. It's a hard situation for sure, but that's my take on it. Okay. And question number 15. Oh, no, this is question number 13. Oh, Beanie. Beanie says, hey, mate, good to see you. A quick cue. What's your favorite way to monetize outside of AdSense? And have you tried any methods we haven't heard of or tried? So Beanie Draws is wondering, what is my favorite method of monetization? And I have two methods that I really, really love, and that is my own products and services, which finally I've been writing some sales copy about a product that I'm going to release in the future. I'm super excited about that. I'm excited to get out training that goes above and beyond what I'm able to create for YouTube. So super, super excited. And that's a product I control. And even more exciting, I can have affiliates. So in other words, you've heard of affiliate marketing. Well, think if you had your own affiliate army. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. What if you had 10 people that were really excited and wanted to promote your product and you gave them half of the sale? So let's say you sell something for $10, they get $5 every time they make a sale. That is super cool. And I mentioned affiliate marketing. The other side of that coin is when you're the affiliate. I love this model, and I personally think this is a great model to start with for someone in your shoes that's doing something that's based on how-to information, right? Now, what I would say you could do, Beanie Draws, and you've kind of heard about this, but I'm going to put a spin on it that I bet you haven't heard. Here it comes. So here's what you do is make a product. Make your own bonus. You can think about it as a product or a bonus to a product that someone's going to buy. You find a drawing course, let's do this right now. Okay? So this is a platform that I've generated I'm just going to say it, probably millions of dollars on ClickBank. It allows anybody to upload a digital, not really upload, but to create a payment gateway, to have affiliates and whatnot. And there are so many amazing products. You can make a boatload of money with ClickBank, with your own products or selling other people's products. So here what we're going to do is we're going to go into, where can I search? Support, affiliate marketing, education. Where can I search? It's been so long, I don't even see the search bar. Oh my goodness. Did you guys take away the search? They changed, where is, oh, this is sad. I can't find a product now. Sort by newest. Okay, let's do this. Oh boy. No. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, now this is going to work. So the secret of drawing. So see, I always get my way. So here we have a product. The secrets to drawing. Are you ready to start drawing like a pro? So here's what I can tell you, Beanie Draws. This is a product right now that people are paying for, the secrets to drawing, and they're paying $30. And I bet the affiliate program is paying half. So figure you're going to generate $15. And I bet you there are people that are searching for the secrets to drawing. The secrets to drawing. Ah, right there. You see that? There are people right now that are searching for the secrets to drawing review. And what do you think would happen if you happen to come up like right here? The 5 best drawing classes ranked product reviews. Well, this page here is an affiliate promotion page, right? And what they're doing is they're reviewing these products. And if you click on one of them, you're going to generate a commission. So what you can do, and let me just switch back here, is you can create your own PDF, your own ebook on the secrets of drawing, how to draw cool dinosaurs. Maybe spend a few weeks putting together your own ebook on how to draw. And then what you do, instead of trying to sell your own product, use the guide that you just created as a bonus and find the drawing product that's selling like hotcakes. And at that point, then you can promote a product that consumers are already buying. You don't have to be much of a salesman. You're like the middleman. You're like, hey, by the way, if you happen to buy this drawing course, well, then I'm going to give you this bonus and so on. It's really a fantastic way to get started with marketing. And then once you get that going, you can actually create your own product, sales funnel and whatnot, and you can have your own affiliates and so on. So that's one of the best ways, Beanie Draws, to monetize for you in your situation. And the other thing, and I think I've mentioned this to you, my friend, is like, make that guide, make that book. It's such a no-brainer for what you're doing. Like, here's the thing. I'm just going to be kind of straight to the point and like do it. Like, you can search forever for the very best method, but you're sitting on a great method. Furthermore, if you create your own guide, you can publish it to Kindle, to the Kindle platform. You can think about publishing. Do you think people are searching for learn how to draw in the Kindle, Amazon books area? Absolutely, all day long. Like if we go to Amazon right now, so Amazon, let's go books. No, I just want to search here. So how to, it's funny, how to draw books for kids. I actually have a book on how to create children's books because it was a cool way to make a few bucks on the side. It works. I had a kid's book on a kid's book about space, how to draw for kids. So like, name your book this, how to draw for kids. And now you've got a book, you can put it on Amazon. Now you've got a book, you can promote other drawing products and services. You can give it away as a bonus. You can have it on Amazon. You can be promoting the ClickBank stuff. So I would jump on that and I would make it happen. Bam. Exactly. Or do it for dinosaurs. Like you either chase where the volume is, what people are searching for, or you create a product that you're excited about, right? Whatever, either way is going to work well. I'm sure people want to learn how to draw dinosaurs. Make it happen, brother. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a natural fit. Okay, let's go back to the questions. I've got 9 minutes, and we are on question number 13 out of 14. Hey, Gord, did I say hi? I saw you coming in. I saw all the love you were getting, Gord, from the YouTube community. Such a wonderful thing. If you're new to this YouTube community, fantastic. Participate. Jump on other people's videos. Attend the live streams of the Niminati, Nick Nimmin and Dee Nimmin. Those happen on Saturday. Check out their videos. Check out the other live TubeBuddy live streamers. Check out the live streams that TubeBuddy hosts and whatnot. Participate, get involved, and you too will become part of the community. Okay, last question. Okay, the question is this, and this comes from tricky channel name, Vanessa Gallus. I started to create a craft tutorial channel, and I'm trying to think of different ways to keep the audience interested. Yo, G-Man, what's up with that? Stop that. I'm about to block you. Don't do that. Stay cool, brother. Seriously, there are people in here, you don't want to mess with them. Anyway. So again, the question is, I've started a craft channel and I'm trying to think of different ways to keep the audience engaged. And a new approach and personal originality to tutorial videos is hard. So yes, creating videos that are unique and different is hard, but you're asking the right question. So fantastic. Any tips or ideas of different ways to keep the audience engaged? Yes, one of the ways you can do that, couple things here. Okay, let's press this fancy button. Here's what I'm going to recommend. Now I'm going to give you some tips and whatnot, but I really want you to see this video because it's solid. It's really about engaging, right? How can you keep people engaged? And the way that YouTube measures that is audience retention. So if we search for YouTube audience retention, and then we put in tips. So this video here, search for YouTube audience retention tips. And this video right here, watch this video because I talk of so many different ways that you can keep the audience engaged in watching. And when videos do well, when it comes to retention, they're going to rank. And check this out. So if I search for audience retention, you notice here this is actually a keyword phrase. Well, like I said, when you do good with your audience retention and you have high audience retention, which is what you're talking about, you're going to rank. And if we search for, tips. And if we search for audience retention tips, again, number one. So the thing to think about is, watch that video. Don't take yourself too seriously. Be willing to try new things, even if they seem a little crazy, and push the envelope. When you go too far, you'll kind of know it. But when you're willing to try new things, you'll go far. One of the things that I do is props. I have all kinds of props all over the place. If I mention a gardening channel, which I've done often in the past, I might have a pitchfork or I might wear a glove just because it's a gardening glove and it's that connection between what I'm saying and it brings a little personality to the video. It brings a little bit of fun to the video. And this part's kind of important. So dig, if you will, a picture. You see, right now on YouTube, there are all kinds of people sharing the same advice that you're sharing, or they're playing the same game that you're playing. And if you don't find a way to differentiate your content from everybody else's, you just kind of become another YouTube channel that kind of creates some of the same content, right? So it's up to us as creators. Yes, that's right, Mike Prince. It's up to us to have fun, to inject personality and poodles and passion, and to persevere with our videos as we continue down the road of YouTube creator stardom. It's a lot of fun, to do this kind of stuff, to figure out what your voice is, to figure out that you should mention your poodles. I've been a marketer online for many years, and I had my poodles for 2 or 3 years before I incorporated them into my brand. So, it takes time, but you're asking the right kinds of questions. Again, props are really, really fun. If you say something about a camera, like have the camera as you're talking to the screen, show it. If you're like, I'm not on camera, okay, great. Work on your editing. Editing is another great way that you can really add a lot of engagement to your videos and so on. The 3 P's, Gord Eisman, and there are so many words that start with P, like passion and perseverance and pressure and, yes, poodles and pixie dust. And that's going to be a t-shirt, and it's just going to be all these P words, and there'll be a few strange ones. Like, does that sound like a fun YouTuber t-shirt? Like poodles and then pixie dust and perseverance and playlist. So there you have it, gang. Another TubeBuddy live stream with me, B to the G. Fantastic to have you here with me. I want to let you know that if you enjoyed this live stream, do this. Jump over to my channel, subscribe, tell them that Brian sent you. I guess that's me. Love to have you here. I'm all about not just wanting to grow or trying to figure out how to grow, but staking your claim, deciding it shall be so, and amplifying your message on YouTube. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you. And know this, you can do it. You can go far. You can decide it shall be. You can stake your claim, and you can succeed here on YouTube. You dig?